way, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics. But Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Takes a handoff. It's Simpkins. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Washington. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's another Chanticleer.
The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Washington. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Chanticleers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Finley. Catch in the middle, it's Hurst. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, fortunate to get it back.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Braswell. Spinderella. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to run it in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the option. Now the toss. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too.
Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. and the extra point is good. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for room, it's Simpkins. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to throw, it's Morris. Hauls it in. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hinton. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The shot to clear's getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's another shot to clear.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
And the shot to clears will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. To the air, it's Finley. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And they're able to get him down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have a catch.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's another shot to clear.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Another shot to clear.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hinton. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Chanticleers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into... Touchdown, Costal! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Hurst. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Panthers can really attack on this second and short. On the ground, it's Amos. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
And the Panthers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Overton. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Off the play fake on first down. Working that left side now. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.